Hey my lovelies, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this Wednesday's Facebook card reveals for you all. So I am working this week with the Wicked Tarot deck. So let's have a little look, let's see what's going on, let's see what's happening and where the energies are taking us. So if you were drawn to card number 1, we're going into the energy of the Fool. Let's see if I can bring that in a little bit closer. So the Fool is about being very carefree, very optimistic, very excited to have the experience. You know, there's a real focus on surrendering to the process and just living for the magic, the adventure of now. So what's great with the Fool, I always say that the Fool is the point of points. So they have the awareness for the future. I'm sorry, but is that grey hair? I hope that's not grey hair. I think it's just blonde on the way that the light's hitting it. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, the Fool has the power to be present for the moment. So they have the awareness of the future, but they're not forcing anything. They're not, you know, driving anything really hard. They're just open to the experience and the adventure. The Fool also has the realization and the awareness of the past, what they've been through, what they've had to go through that's led up until this point in time, but they're really traveling light. They're really traveling quite carefree. And sometimes this card can represent like head in the clouds a little bit, but it's not necessarily. It's just being open to the adventure, having the experience, and just not putting yourself under any pressure or any detriment. So I always feel with the Fool, really living in love, really living in gratitude, really living in acceptance. It's being quite carefree. And it is interesting that they're using the character in this deck of Fiero, because for those of you that have seen the film or have seen the stage version of the show of Wicked, he is quite carefree when he comes in, you know, and everything else. And it's having that sort of outlook on life. It's not worrying about the stuff that can't be fixed or can't be changed or is going to happen anyway, you know. So it's trying to be quite optimistic. So it's a time to just really enjoy what's being created, what your life is at the moment, and just be open to the adventures, the experiences, really. Now then, as we're moving into card number 2, if you have been drawn to this one, we're going into the 7 of Coins. 7 of Coins in this deck is the 7 of Pentacles in more conventional tarot. So 7 of Coins, 7 of Pentacles, money. Money is flourishing, money is coming in. There's going to be a real sense of like abundance for you guys. So your hard work has been noticed. Your hard work is absolutely going to be paying off. What I quite like with this one is it's almost like there's this real unionship of friendship here, and they've made it to the Emerald City. So it's almost like that's what they've been doing. They've been putting all of that energy, all of that hard work, all of that dedication into learning and perfecting their craft that has led them to that invitation to the Emerald City. So how does this sit in your world? Whatever you've been putting your energy into, it's like you've been growing something. You've been sort of, you know, head down, really focusing, really getting on with it. Perhaps there's a business that you're taking to the next level and it's really starting to sort of do well energetically, but financially might be starting to do well, and you might be seeing some actual money coming in from your hard work, from your investments. It could be for some of you that you've been investing, or you've been part of a course or a workshop or some kind of ongoing learning, an open university of some kind perhaps. And again, you know, you've had to really work hard on perfecting your skill set, your craft, but it's starting to now pay off. So however it's showing up for you, it's just a reminder that your hard work and your dedication isn't actually going unnoticed. And even though things might be a little bit slow, they might take a little bit of time to flourish, they are starting to flourish. A lot of people this year that I know of, both friends and clients, are starting to produce books. And you know, a lot of them are actually launching their books and they're getting them out there, and from what I've seen on social platforms, they're starting to be really well supported, they're starting to be really well celebrated. So that's an idea, again, a project, an idea, bringing it into life, and the return or the reward of the financial payout that comes with it is maybe starting to happen. So however you see this sort of showing up for yourself, celebrate it, welcome it in, and be proud of what you're creating to sort of bring that into fruition around you. And finally, as we're going into card number 3, we're going into the energy of the world. The world is the end of anything negative, it's the end of anything restrictive, and it's often seen as a cycle of change. It's usually sort of a bit of a cycle of rebirth or renewal. The world is all about travel, stepping out of your comfort zone, and definitely sort of like going into the unknown, but not fearing it, not being sort of scared of what the world has to offer. Just some new experiences, some new energy, some new magic is coming in for you. The world usually represents harmony, balance. It's almost like the reward of something we've been working really hard for. Sometimes the world can also represent travel. So maybe some of you are actually going to be traveling a little bit, whether it's in the UK, or maybe there are some opportunities or some adventures to be had abroad or overseas. But definitely the world is harmonious, it's positive, it's high vibe energy when it sort of shows up. And it's just really living your life in the way that you want to. It's not being held back, it's not being limited by anything. It's really enjoying life for what it is, you know. So whatever sort of hopes, dreams, wishes, realizations of goals you want to have, all of those things can be possible, all of those things can manifest. It's interesting that they're using the Emerald City as the depictation of the world, because the Emerald City in the film and in this sort of stage version is quite a magical place. It's a completely new experience, somewhere they've never been before, and it's like really celebrating and finding and sort of honing all the treasures of the earth, all the treasures of the world that lie within the Emerald City. So obviously this is a little bit of a fun deck, so these messages aren't going to be too heavy, they're not going to be too serious, because this is a playful tarot deck that I'm working with this week, but their messages still have relevance, so hopefully they resonate and they help and they give you a little bit of something to work with. So I'm going to leave those with you, and I hope that they make a bit of sense. What do I need to let you know about? A couple of things happening. So apologies to everyone that was meant to be coming to see me on Friday at Colour and Crystals in Trowbridge. I've had some sort of private stuff come up, so I'm having to reschedule that. Nothing bad, it's all good, it's just some personal stuff that I've got to deal with, so I'm having to sort of schedule the session, so there won't be an evening on the 9th, but we still have the one happening on the 23rd, and I think most people have just kind of popped over to the other one, so all good stuff. What else do I need to let you know about? Hungerford this Saturday. It's the last time that I'm going to be working in Heartsong Gems with the beautiful Evelyn. Me and Evelyn probably will still collaborate in some other way in the future, but it's just the last time in the shop. So if you want to come and see me in Hungerford, please book a space. It would be great to see you, and it's going to be a real beautiful tale of two halves. It's going to be an amazing day of readings. It will be a little bit sad though at the end, because obviously you know, there's just that crossover of energy. And then Sunday, I'm going to be over in the White Stag Fair, run by Bardware of Frog Lane, Carly and the gang, and that's going to be happening at Bowood House in Cairn. I am now fully booked for readings, so thank you so much if you've secured your space to come and see me there. I'm very excited for Bowood House. It's going to be a fantastic day. Last year was amazing, this year's going to be amazing, so I'm buzzing for that. So lots of fun, lots of exciting adventures, so thank you so much. I've now caught up with all my email readings, so if you have purchased one of those and you haven't had a reply, you will have had a message, so double check it's not jumped into a junk or spam folder. Also, thank you so much to everybody that's booking sessions with me on Zoom. I think January is fast becoming quite full. Don't forget that there are lots of other in-person events that you can catch me at. Pop over to the events page of my website and you will see all of those. Also, thank you to everybody that is starting to support my tour for 2026. There are going to be some new dates added, but you know, for the dates that are already showing up, thank you very much to those that are buying and supporting. So I think that's it really. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm hoping to be able to start to do some more free periodic lives, because the problem with Instagram before was that my profile was set to private, so it didn't let me do lives, but I've made some changes. My Instagram has now gone public, and I'm praying it doesn't get hacked in the process. but it means I'll be able to start offering lives again. So make sure you're following me on my Instagram platform, because I find doing lives on there a little bit more easier and a bit more nicer than doing it on Facebook or on YouTube. So happy times. Gonna leave it with you. Keep shining bright. Have a beautiful rest of your week. I hope the messages make a little bit of sense, and I'll catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.